I know I didn't post a video yesterday, and I'm really sorry. I had enough time to, I'm just lazy. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. The thing I wanted to address to everyone today is my past boyfriends. I just want to explain why it didn't work, because then maybe, I don't know, maybe you'll understand me a little more. Okay, so my first boyfriend, I was in 8th grade, and I was in love with anime, and he seemed kind of like this anime character that I was totally in love with, but he wasn't really anything like him in reality. We went out for a year and 2 months, I believe, and the last 8 months of it, he was cheating on me. But that relationship was just a wreck. We were always jealous of each other, we were always arguing, and it was not good. So, yeah. I mean, it ended quickly, you know. We're still friends now, we talk, you know. It's not like he hates me or anything for breaking up with him. So my second boyfriend came shortly after my first boyfriend. It was maybe like a month after. And, you know, the thing I liked about him is that he was there for me during the hard times of my first boyfriend. And so I thought, you know, I can count on him. And I could. He was really nice. But that's eventually what ended it, because he was too nice. And, you know, we had a lot of fun, but, and mainly, I mean, I broke up with him, but he should have broken up with me, guys. And I'm going to tell you guys this, and I cannot believe that I did it. But yes, I cheated on him. He knows. But after I told him, he still wanted to be with me. I mean, it wasn't really much more than I kissed another guy, and obviously I felt horrible, and I never did it again, because, you know, I couldn't live with that, but it was not good. So I told him, and he was like, oh, it's okay, I forgive you. He was in, like, another state or something when it happened, but, yeah, I'm still really ashamed of myself for that. And then, so yeah, we only lasted, what, 3 months. It was a summer vacation kind of thing. And the guy that I cheated on him with, I never talked to again. Third boyfriend. Wow, that lasted a month. It was someone I had known since maybe 7th grade. I believe this was during my sophomore year. I'd been single for like a year. And we were a lot alike. We were both really crazy, really fun, really outgoing, except for the fact he liked to smoke, get in fights, and drink. I, on the other hand, did not. We went to one of my friend's parties once, and there wasn't even any drinking to begin with, but then he asked, you know, do you have any alcohol? He got drunk, and then my older sister, who's not really my older sister, she's just a friend who's like my older sister, she was like, do you want me to take you home? I was like, yes. And as I was leaving, he was crying. He still denies the fact that he was crying, but everyone saw him, so. After that, we were both like, yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow or something. So that pretty much ended diplomatically, I suppose. Fourth boyfriend. That was like another year after, so this is during my junior year. And he was a senior, he was really cool, really chill, and we never got jealous of each other, never got into fights, and then we got into like one fight maybe. It wasn't ever anything serious. Yeah, he was really nice. Yeah, we were going out for like 5 months. And then on the last day of school, he told me he didn't want to be with me anymore. I was pretty mad, because I was the first guy who had ever broken up with me. I was so pissed. And So, you know, I mean, I got over it in like a day. I'm like that. I get over things kind of quick. I was just, I don't know. I thought it was weird, and he told me it was because he just didn't have enough time and all this other stuff. And then his friends told me, not really his friends, but, you know, people who knew him, told me it was because I wasn't putting out. And then, yeah, let's just say I was no longer attractive to him. So after that, which is, this part's really bad, his best friend pursued me, and, I mean, we didn't actually go out, but he was stuck between me and another girl, and I don't know, it was interesting. So eventually I was just like, screw you, and then that's when I became, like, morbidly depressed, and I hated my life. And it wasn't just because of him. I don't know, I don't want to think about it, but number 5 came along. Number 5. He came out of nowhere, and wow, I mean, we had probably almost the most perfect relationship ever. I mean, except for the distance and the age difference, we were a match made in heaven. The only problem was we were still on Earth, and so we went out for 3 very, very magical months, and eventually my family became an issue and all these other things. So we decided, well, he decided, I didn't really decide upon it. Yeah, he broke up with me. I was really, really torn. Like, I cried for like 32 hours straight. I went to school and I was crying. I had bags like down here, and yeah, and it was difficult. Never had I been so upset in my entire life, and it was then that, you know, like 7 months went by. We would still kind of talk here and there, and then number 6 came along. Number 6 is the one that I'm not allowed to talk about, but for this I will talk about it. We were just talking, you know, and I knew from the beginning if I got with him, it wouldn't work. And there was a point before we went out that I told him, I was like, I know you kind of like me, but I'm not looking for a relationship. And I guess I kind of talked myself into it, and I was like, okay, I'll go out with him. So we went out, and, you know, he kind of displayed a lot of the same characteristics as my first boyfriend, which was something I really did not like. The jealousy thing, and, you know, being really protective, and I just, when it comes to a relationship, I just want to have fun, you know. I don't want to have all these problems and go through all this mess. I just want to have fun. But, you know, people tend to take things a little too seriously. So yeah, eventually, you know, 3 months, not even 3 months, 2 months later, I broke up with him. And went through all that drama, and here I am now. And a month and 2.5 months later, I'm here. And honestly, I don't want anything anymore. Maybe eventually I'll want a relationship. I mean, of course, eventually, but I kind of like this feeling of not having to worry all the time, just not having to love someone. You know, I just want to spend time and love myself, you know? So, that's my guy history, for the most part anyway. Maybe when I'm 20, I'll tell you everything else. I'm just kidding. So yeah, question of the day real quick. Which number guy do you think was the best? 1 through 6.